Are you going to sing them a Christmas carol, sir?
Not today.
Well, 97 seconds.
Betty's Boys Podcast.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It's a Christmas episode.
All about Christmas.
Yay.
Kind of.
Do you love Christmas?
Well, that's a tough question.
Well,
do I love the craziness that comes with it? Absolutely not.
we've got a tough night ahead of us because the only easy day was tomorrow.
Oh, God,
And,
here we go.
And Christmas carols.
Christmas carols.
Right.
When's the last time you went caroling?
Do they have caroling in California?
I don't know.
I've never seen anybody carol in my life.
Nobody went door to door singing Christmas carols? You never did
I'd
that as a
imagine
youngin'?
someone just take your stuff if you did that. No, I'm joking. I have no idea. No, I've never seen carolers for real though. Are there real do people do that for real? You
Yeah.
guys, and I haven't seen that here? Where the
People
heck
do
are
it.
they hiding?
Apparently not here.
I've never seen that in my life.
You've never done that.
In real life, I've never seen it. Done it. I didn't know it was a real thing. How could I do it if I didn't even know it was a real thing? I thought it was made up. Like Quidditch. I've never played Quidditch, but I don't imagine that's real either.
Quidditch is whack because it's not more violent.
Well, they do have the guys that throw balls at people's faces.
Yeah.
And then the dudes with the hammers that accidentally, or sticks that accidentally hit you. That's what I would do.
Oh,
They'd be
accidentally.
like, what happened?
It's kind of like lacrosse.
Yeah.
As long as it looks like you're going for the ball,
Right.
it's okay to hit them.
Exactly. All I've thought about lately since I learned about the underground sport of water polo is how dirty other sports. I'm like, oh, you guys are really just doing dirty stuff to each other.
All the time.
I didn't realize that.
All
we were
the
talking
time.
about the evil kid one day and the other kid who was on the team against the evil kid. They're like, hey, man, this really happened in hockey? Oh, yeah, dude, you can't hear us, but we're just telling each other that we're going to steal each other's girlfriends and trade each other's mamas. And I'm like, oh, you were serious.
Oh, they're dead serious.
Oh, that's how that fight got started? I just thought you wanted to fight because he bumped me earlier. I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, there's some of that too.
I'd just be fighting all the time. My mouth never closes. As our listeners know.
As the listeners
know.
They actually emailed it in, didn't they?
Right. And we posted it for you.
So you all could see.
Right.
Yeah.
Never shut the F up. The front door.
Close the front door.
Anyways.
You never sang, here
What a
we
sport.
go, while wassailing, and
No.
No, you've never done that.
What was that? Is that a sailor
Christmas
song?
carol.
Oh, that was a Christmas song? I thought you said, here we go sailing.
No, a wassailing.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
It's an old song.
No.
How about Good King Wenceslas?
I mean, I don't know how many you can name, but none of them. Have
ever
you
roasted
done
chestnuts over an open fire?
Is a chestnut like a walnut?
You put it in a pan and you put it over the fire
No.
and cook them.
No.
Hot apple cider.
No. You know I learned how to make a fire from Boy Scouts and YouTube. Why would I? I don't know anything about chestnuts, man.
People drink hot cocoa.
You haven't even
People
answered
drink
me.
hot
Do you
cocoa.
go caroling?
I have.
Get out of here. You have not.
Oh, I have.
When?
As a youngster. Excuse my voice.
All right, let's unpack all this. Was there a costume?
No. Well, we wore sweaters and scarves and
Were you wearing
And
like
hats.
a Misfit shirt?
no.
Okay.
Because you had to wear a sweater.
Was it a nice sweater?
It was a nice sweater.
So you did dress up.
yes.
Did you grease your hair?
Yes. No, we were wearing Santa hats.
That doesn't mean anything. I asked if you greased your hair. You can still grease your hair under the Santa hat.
I did not.
I find it peculiar.
That was before.
Was there a lady who drove you to the caroling?
Well, all the chillins went door to door in the neighborhood.
Were you a
singing
child
Chris-
during
Yes,
this?
I was a child.
Oh, dude, I thought we were talking about like 23-year-old Joe Scally.
No.
Oh,
Child
so
Joe
you
Scally.
didn't get tricked into caroling by some broad you were trying to hook up with and have coffee with.
No.
Oh, this makes way more sense.
As a child.
You were forced to go.
It was encouraged.
Encouraged. Your
Yes.
mama told you.
Well, whoever it was.
Right. Gotcha.
People drink hot cocoa, hot apple cider. Sometimes people would bring you snacks. By the way, that's a good word. Snacks.
Snacks.
Yeah, that's a good word.
I always like how everyone if you meet a guy whose nickname is Snacks, he's awesome. He might not have any snacks, but he's still awesome. Have you ever met any snacks that
I've
are
never
bad?
met a guy named Snacks.
Me neither. But every
I did hear
fictional
the nickname
character,
Fat Ass Keith.
he's awesome too. And he probably knows
And
how
I
to
had
cook.
to find out, was he super fat?
Yeah, he probably was.
It turns out he was enormous.
Right.
And people used him as gym equipment.
If it's
He would lay on their backs and they would do push-ups with him.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
If it's a name that like is insulting but very straight to the point, usually it's true. You know?
Oh, okay.
You know? Like here's
Do
a
you know a
perfect
guy named Tiny?
No, but I know of someone who told me a story about a guy named Diamond Dave once. That name is straight to the point.
It is straight to the point.
Leads a little bit of, you know what?
Doesn't leave a whole lot to the imagination.
There it is. You know it's true.
Well, I
You
mean,
know
I
it's
guess
true.
you could, because you could
Like-
say Diamond Dave. Oh, he must be a baller.
Right. Well, yeah.
Maybe he drives a fancy car and a 10-gallon hat.
Could be. Drives it right into a group of people. Just from what I'm hearing,
Jesus.
story-wise.
You know what I just heard about hot cocoa on another note? Hot cocoa is something you should not take with you when you go hunting.
Okay, why?
The story I heard is two people are out hunting.
Okay.
They're on opposite ends of this field.
Okay,
The deer come out of the woods.
perfect.
The one person is up in the tree, cracks open their thermos of hot cocoa, pours themselves a hot cocoa, and all of a sudden the deer stop.
Okay,
Deer couldn't see them, but they could smell the hot cocoa across the field,
okay,
and they alerted.
right,
They're like, "What's this? We've never smelled this in nature before.
right.
It shouldn't be here."
Uh-huh.
And then they ran away.
So you know somebody who seriously told you this story.
Yes, I do.
Does that person listen to the podcast? Are we supposed to give out advice right now? Wait a minute. Hold on. I have so many questions. This is somebody I like, isn't
I'm
it?
just going to say, as a non-hunter,
Oh, no.
I might think
I've
taking hot cocoa
Don't
to sit
say
in a
it.
tree stand while
Oh,
you're freezing
There it is.
might be a good idea to warm the cockles of your heart while you're just waiting. I can
Right.
see that.
Because you're going to be waiting forever, my man.
Oh, yeah.
Because ain't nobody coming. I think I know what's happening right now. Things are happening in my brain. Takes 5 minutes, but it's okay.
That's the advice I was given, is if you ever plan on going hunting, don't take hot cocoa with you. It might be good for an open fire with some
Don't
chestnuts.
hunters take baths so they don't smell like human stuff? Isn't that like the thing? I've seen this soap. It's like clear and it's like, this will make you smell like nothing. I'm like, dang, I have to put something on to smell like nothing. That is the most outlandish thing in the world. But hot
cocoa is good for the holiday season, but not good for hunting.
Listen, I knew a guy. I didn't know him. I met a guy. No. My buddy knew a guy who used to hunt with a cherry cigar in the middle of the woods. He would sit in the woods and smoke a cigar in a random spot until things came to investigate, and he would shoot whatever showed up. And this worked for him. But I feel like hot cocoa is different.
I find that hard to believe. I don't think that would work.
I feel like it could because it's an old man trick. Like it sounds like an old man trick. Something your great-great-grandfather would do that would make no sense but somehow worked. Well, how about like people who fish with a light? Right? That makes no sense to me.
Well, fish come to see what the light is about.
That's
And
exactly.
they're looking for food.
That's what they claim the cigar does.
Uh-oh.
You would think the hot cocoa would do it too.
Apparently not.
Unless it was hot cocoa mixed with a little bit of like,
Some marshmallows.
yeah, some marshmallows mixed with a little Aquanet, mixed with a little bit of truck, mixed with a little bit of corner store.
All I know is it was passed on to me. It's good for the holidays, but not good for hunting.
Well, we're giving away gold here.
Absolutely giving away gold.
You all should feel educated,
Yes.
feel better. We're 9 minutes and 50 seconds in, and you've already learned at least 3 things. Number 1, we don't hunt. Number 2, if we did, we wouldn't take hot cocoa. And number 3, hot cocoa's delicious.
It is delicious.
Right.
Especially with the tiny little marshmallows.
which are fake.
How are they fake?
They don't dance. They don't sing.
I wasn't aware that normal marshmallows do that.
I thought they would.
No.
It just seems
It's
like
not the California raisins.
It just. Wait, what? You got me for a second. I just feel like it would be. I feel like it would be something they would do.
So let's learn the audience about some more stuff. We were talking about off mic about Christmas movies. Good Christmas movies.
Christmas movies. All right, new ones added to the list.
I mean,
Rambo.
Rambo.
Rambo's added to the list.
It is a Christmas movie.
Multiple scenes have been clipped and posted showing Christmas trees.
Yep.
Christmas gifts,
Christmas
Christmas ornaments.
Yep.
And he's got an OD green jacket on. That's a Christmas color.
Yeah.
It looks like a Christmas tree.
It's a great American Christmas
with
movie.
a funny Italian guy with big major lips right on top of that Christmas tree. Sly Stallone, the Italian stallion.
And then we also determined that Lethal Weapon.
Oh, definitely.
Is also a Christmas movie.
110%. They crashed that car right into the Christmas tree.
Yes.
Cannot be ignored.
Cannot be ignored.
We already did Jack for Halloween.
Yep.
So, but he fits in both. But we're not going to talk about him twice, maybe.
Can't.
No.
Got to move on.
Got to move on. Other Christmas movies, the best Christmas movie of all time, and the single greatest movie of his career, Family Man, with Nick Cage.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, bro, you don't get to fake marry Tia Leone, or Leon. How do you say her name? Yeah, Tia Leone.
Yeah.
And then come out of your day's dream and then hook up with her anyways. And then he had the balls to tell her he was crazy and had some weird dream about her, and that's why they should hook up, and still made that work. That's got stalker stuff written all over it, my man. He explained to you why 30 years later he's in your DM after he abandoned you for a Lambo and said it's because I thought I had a dream that I put a baby in you. We should hang out.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
And it worked.
It worked.
What's that say about her?
I don't know.
Who's scarier, him or her?
I'm not sure. She was definitely focused on the career too.
Yeah.
In that movie. But definitely a Christmas movie. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. Don't worry, I didn't spoil anything. You can literally figure the dumb storyline out from the trailer. So it's not like, trust me, if you couldn't figure that out, you deserve to listen to our podcast. Thank you for showing up. 97 seconds. This is Bays Boys Podcast. You should leave a like, a subscribe. Tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your auntie, tell your abuelita.
And how many subscribers do we need for the Patreon for me to get some of that West Virginia waterfall going?
We got to start. We start the waterfall at 70.
No, 700.
700? Mate, we're going to be here forever. I think we're only at 2 right now. And then we're not even counting the guy who rejected us.
698 more.
Sheesh.
To get this mullet going.
Is it going to be a gray mullet? What the hell's happening? We got some problems.
Maybe. What other Christmas movies?
Christmas movies. Obviously Die Hard.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we've been stuck on the action kick. We need other... Ghostbusters is a Christmas movie.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Weren't they wearing Christmas hats? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep.
Listen, I have about 30 other movies I wrote down from stuff where people went over Cleveland in movies, but this is Christmas time, so stop distracting us. Merry Christmas to everyone, by the way. Before we forget to say it again.
And they just sold the Christmas Carol house not that long ago.
Just what?
The Christmas Story house.
You did?
I did not sell it.
Somebody else sold it.
Yeah, they sold it.
Listen, that thing goes on sale every 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
You know what happens, right?
No.
You really want me to tell you the truth?
Is it going to hurt my feelings?
No, not ours. It might hurt our listeners' feelings, though. That's a bunch of weirdo rich people who keep buying that house to go do adult things in it with their family, their significant other. And then they sell.
Is that what it is?
Dude, and then they
do you think these people stage
the
their own Christmas in the Christmas Story house?
No, it could not be that simple and pure. No, it's got to be some messed up thing.
If I had the money, I would buy it and stage my own Christmas in it. And then I would film it.
But that would just be you turning it into a museum.
It is a museum.
But that's what I'm saying.
Unmuseum it.
They're playing in it, man. They're playing Dollhouse in it. Like it's Ferris Bueller's Day Off in the Christmas movie house. Then they sell. That's why it's on sale every few years.
Because they get tired of it.
I mean, if you bought the original Batmobile and then drove it around and had all your Instagram pictures in the Batmobile, what would you do after? You'd sell it.
Oh, so they're only doing it for the photo op.
Right. Like, hey, I have it for 5 minutes. Now go to the next guy. Nobody's going to destroy that house. Who wants that publicity?
Oh, that would be terrible publicity.
Right.
Or what if you bought it and threw a banger-ass party and made everybody show up as a character from the movie?
You'd have 500 dorks with one eye and broken glasses running around. That's what you get. You wouldn't be able to tell who's who.
Who's Ralphie here?
course.
And they all raise their hands.
I guess that's not much different than everyday life, but still, you could, I guess, we could do that. Should we buy that house? Listen, write the show and tell us if we should start putting together something to try to buy that house.
A GoFundMe to buy the Christmas story
Well, what
house.
would we do? We just talked about it. We'd turn it into a museum, man.
It's already a museum.
Damn it. Now we said a curse word and it's already a museum.
What if you turned it into a sandwich shop?
Ooh. But you only serve Christmas sandwiches. And every time you come in,
And eggnog.
And Christmas music's playing all the time?
Do you drink eggnog?
No. Eggnog doesn't make any sense to me.
Why not?
Because when we're little, adults get smashed on it. And then when we're adults, they're like, you should drink it. I'm like, no, I'm good, dude.
That's you.
I don't know what's in there.
That's just you.
Oh. Plus, what's it made out of? Milk or eggs or both?
It's made out of all kinds of stuff.
So then you don't want alien milk in your mouth, all right? If it's not bear milk, if it's not grizzly milk, I'm not taking it.
If you drink, I want to know how many people out there in listener land drink eggnog.
Ew.
If you drink eggnog, write the show and tell us how you drink it. Do you drink it with bourbon in it?
Why do you...
Or rum?
You should not ask these questions of these people.
Why?
For the last 6 months, all we've done is discuss the weird crowd of people that follows our show. And you keep asking them weird questions like how they take their eggnog. What if...
I never said it like that, but I will. How do you take your eggnog?
Yeah. Nope. We're in
Over
trouble.
breakfast in the morning?
Oh. The British are so angry. You dirty Americans and your pancakes. What did I hear the other day that was another flavor thing that I heard that people were like, they have this. And I was like, of course they do, because we couldn't get fat off the other 10,000 chair-flavored origami airheads we have. We needed 5 more rubberized pieces of crap that I'm going to shove down my gullet and die of cancer from.
No.
It's perfect.
Oh my God, this just got dark. This is a Christmas episode.
It is the Christmas episode. Eat your fruitcakes because those are healthy for you.
You know, we can't talk about Christmas without bringing in Krampus.
Oh, now it's about to really get dark. I did want to do an episode about lore of other cultures that we haven't talked about. Not just ghosts, but like lore.
Oh, yeah.
I guess this could be.
Like the Japanese toilet ghost?
Here we go. My man's wants me going to the bathroom in a bucket outside. What are you doing? You know we don't move to Florida for this crap. No pun intended. No smear campaign intended.
None.
Listen, talk about... Here, you want to get gross? Talk about the skeleton from the giant skeleton from the Japanese art. You know what that is?
No, I'm not sure.
Yes, you are. You have to know more than I do because I didn't know. So have you seen the paintings of the old traditional Japanese samurai fighting and stuff?
Yes.
Have you seen them fighting the big giant skeleton? Like, have you seen them? It's usually the skeleton coming down above them type deal.
Oh, I might have.
I did not know that was a real thing until the other day. Well, I'm going to leave you to look it up later, but apparently it's some weird thing where like the bones of dead people get together and build this big spooky skeleton and fight.
Oh, I'm not aware of that.
I am not aware of that at all. I thought this was made up stuff.
Oh,
I thought like American artists were just adding skulls and stuff to Japanese art because I hadn't seen so much of this, even though it is in most of my books in the other room. It's in all the books I bought later on that I didn't really read. So
yeah.
Right.
Because you only read the first 3 chapters of every book.
3 pages. Let's not get crazy and dedicate 3 chapters, my man. That's asking
Once
too
again,
much.
we'll go back to Danger is My Ally.
I read at least the first 8 pages of that book.
And what did you think?
It was very good, but mostly it was like introduction by a bunch of doctors that I didn't understand. So I was trying to get to the parts where I could understand it, but then...
And you didn't push past that?
Well, no, of course I did, but it was 8 more pages of stuff I didn't understand. So I stopped reading at the first 8 pages.
You got to keep going.
Yeah. I figured that part.
Danger is My Ally.
Listen, Ramirez gave us the answer in the first 7 pages. He said, today he could make the movie with 3K. We're spoiled, and you don't need to go to college. Also, that we
And
need
how
to.
much money did you pay him for him to tell
He
you
said
that?
also we need to work harder. Only whatever I paid used for that book.
Oh, yeah. So hey, I
That's
have
a
a
life
plan.
lesson in like $8.
I have a plan to help make you a millionaire.
Right,
It's only going to cost you $20.
right. And he gave us all the rules right in the first 4 pages. He said, work harder. I could have done it with $3,000. With tech out today, you should have no issue. Move.
Make it happen.
My man sold his blood and kidneys for money at the recorder shop. That's hard.
He did not sell his fucking
Yes,
kidneys.
he does. Yes, he did. By taking that medicine and letting people inject things into your body, you're pretty much selling something inside your body that's going to
So
get
he
soiled.
sold his body for science. To make money.
To make money. That's pretty hard.
I know somebody who did that for beer money.
Ah.
That's a true story.
Well,
And there you go.
yeah. That's back to the Christmas caroling. So you said you're Christmas caroling. Did anybody throw anything at you?
No. People were very receptive.
Who?
All the neighbors.
Who?
Everybody was pleasantly surprised to have a bunch of young kids sing them songs for the holiday season, and they bestowed gifts.
Did anyone? Was it Cole?
Now, fuck yeah, it was cold.
Cole. Did you
No,
get coal?
nobody
Oh.
gave us coal.
Did you get a bag of dog stuff?
No.
Oh, okay, well.
People usually brought food and hot apple cider.
They knew you were coming.
No. They just whipped it up.
What do you live in a freaking Christmas movie? What are you talking about? Let's go over this again. So you're Christmas caroling, you go to strangers' houses, you bang on their doors and you start singing, or do you just randomly start singing?
No, you bang on their door
Oh, you bang on their door
and
first.
wait for them to open,
Perfect.
and then you start singing.
Okay.
It's spreading joy.
Man, I thought this was a made-up movie thing.
No, it's not. It's a real thing. Helping to spread joy to all mankind.
Have you ever... Okay, this is how you know the internet's got your brain. Have you ever seen even one video of somebody Christmas caroling? No.
It's a lost art.
The lost art. Dude, I don't even think anybody under the age of 30 knows what it is. Unless they saw it in the Christmas movie. Was it in the Christmas movie? I never saw the movie.
I don't know.
Oh,
Which
for
one?
freak's
There are lots of
sakes.
Christmas movies.
No, the one we were talking about. Shoot Your Eye Out, Party House.
Oh, A Christmas Story.
Sure.
They might have done it in that movie.
Great.
Did they do it in the claymation with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? They may have even done it with The Grinch Who Stole Christmas.
Why would I know any of this?
Because you know all about Cindy Who or Lindy Lou or whatever those characters.
The Little Who?
Yes.
The Little Who girl.
All the Who's.
I know nothing about the Who's. And
I thought they were a great band from the 70s.
I would not eat your green eggs or ham in a box with Santa.
Okay.
Not even if he was carved up into 1,000 pieces.
Oh, and that just got dark.
It's not dark. It's Santa Claus time. It's positive. What is your favorite?
Do you like fruitcake?
I've never. Have we had it?
I will buy you a fruitcake.
Damn. I imagine it tastes. I've seen it in the movies. I've seen it on.
Fruitcake is really good when it's soaked in
Pictures.
booze.
Dude, what? Bro, you're not even joking a little bit.
Nope.
Everyone. Okay.
I am not joking.
How would you soak a cake in booze?
You mix booze into it while you're cooking it.
No, that just cooks all the booze out.
No, you just keep adding.
Oh, that doesn't sound right. What are you drinking the cake?
No.
That's what this sounds like. Nothing about this sounds right. I was thinking dipping it into the booze. Like I could dip it into the vodka?
No. You don't use
No?
vodka.
What do you use?
Like a rum. You've never heard of rum cake before?
Yeah, I've had tons of it, but it just tastes like sugar cake to me.
Oh, real rum cake tastes like rum.
Oh, no, I've never had real rum cake. I've probably had the rum cake from like Starbucks.
Giant Eagle.
Giant. The Eagles of Giants.
Yeah, Giant
Dang.
Eagle doesn't have real rum cake.
Now they're going to know we're from Cleveland, man. Darn it. Anyway, so rum cake. Yeah, no, dude, I've had rum cake. It tastes like
Do you think you would have been a better kid growing up if you knew that if you did something wrong, the Krampus was going to come get you?
No. No. Absolutely not.
That wouldn't have changed little Tyler's attitude
No.
about hunting possums
really-
and raccoons in the alley.
Be honest. When's the last time you remember believing in,
Santa Claus?
sure.
A week ago.
Yep. That's why we're friends.
You know what happened? You know why NORAD reports on Santa Claus?
What?
You don't know about this story?
What'd you just say?
NORAD reports on Santa Claus's position on Christmas Eve.
What's NORAD again?
That's the big mountain, Cheyenne Mountain,
Yeah.
where they keep all the missile commands at
Okay.
for all the nukes.
Uh-huh.
They tracked Santa Claus on Christmas Eve, and they reported across all the major news networks. Christmas Eve, where he's at. Do you know how that story even came about?
No.
So it turns out a newspaper published a phone number and said, if you want to know what St. Nick's plan is
Yeah.
for Christmas Eve and his flight route, call this number. And it was supposed to go to one of their own phone banks. They published the wrong number, and they posted the number for the command at NORAD.
Somebody was so mad.
Right?
Somebody's so mad.
So the phone rings, and it's the commander of NORAD. He's like, hello? Hi, this is Timmy. I'm just calling to find out where Santa Claus is.
Wow.
And he was like, what? Hold on, kid. Hey, somebody published this number and said to call this number for Santa Claus. And he starts talking to the kid, talks to the kid for a while, and hangs up. And he tells his command, get all the major phone numbers for all the major news networks, and we're going to start calling them and giving them updates on Santa Claus's position. And for the rest of the night, he kept getting phone calls about Santa Claus and where Santa Claus was.
Huh.
All on a mistake on a published phone number.
That's impressive.
And that's how it started.
Where's this story from?
The newspaper.
When?
I think it was in the 60s or the 70s.
That's wild.
All on a mistake.
Well,
But you know what? It's benefited everybody here in the United States.
they should just do that to track Bigfoot.
That's a lot harder. See, Santa Claus is flying so they can pick him up on radar.
Oh, that makes sense. You think Santa would have like stealth power tech by now? I was going to say powers, but I forgot.
Why would he need stealth tech?
I don't know.
He doesn't care.
Maybe he doesn't want to be seen by us.
Well, people try to catch him all the time.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
He's too slick.
Yeah, they can't catch him.
He's too slick. You think there was ever a time that Santa Claus came close to getting caught?
I'll bet there's a whole community of kids that make traps for him all the time.
Were you
Christmas
one of those
traps?
Were you one of those kids that made Christmas traps?
Maybe.
What kind of traps did you leave for Santa
I don't
Claus?
know. I don't know. If that community existed, they probably wouldn't want to talk about it.
Oh, they don't want their secrets
Yeah,
divulged.
they can't. It's the same clowns who are trying to catch those leprechauns. It's the same guys.
It's the
Every
same.
6 months, they just rotate targets.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I got you.
Time to plan for the next guy, you know?
Yeah.
Type of deal.
We're catching the leprechauns this
Could
year.
you imagine?
Well, you know, there was that news report that one time where they thought they had a leprechaun up in a tree somewhere.
How'd that pan out?
Well, they had a sketch that was done by one of the witnesses. You can find this on YouTube.
Right.
And I think it was in Alabama somewhere.
Perfect.
And they sketched the leprechaun's face on a napkin and gave it to the news. And said, this is what he looks like.
Oh, my.
He's up in that tree. And the most memorable thing that I think that stuck out about that was they interviewed a woman about it, and she said it looks like a crackhead got a hold of the wrong stuff. She didn't say it was a leprechaun. She thought it was a crackhead that was up in the tree.
Just a straight crackhead in a tree, huh? That's a very common misunderstanding, and a lot of 911 calls about that, actually, now that you're bringing that up. Crackheads and leprechauns are often
mistaken in trees
in urban southern states, especially around the holidays.
Especially around St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah. No. For them, it's Memorial Day. Same difference.
Do you think, I mean, if you were a leprechaun, I mean, we're off the beaten path here. If you were a leprechaun and you were hanging out in Boston.
Around Christmas.
No, maybe around St. Patrick's Day. How would you keep from getting caught?
You wouldn't want to be there.
They probably don't even go there.
Just a bunch of drunk Irish.
Yeah, that or Chicago.
No. Just a bunch of drunk Irish shooting at each other.
I don't know if they shoot at each other.
In Chicago?
Oh, Chicago. That's
yeah.
I'm talking
Chicago.
about Boston.
No. Boston. No. They're more privy to other things.
Do you think Santa Claus subcontracts?
Oh, yeah, 110%. That's where all the...
I mean, that's where all his labor comes from, making all the toys.
There's a lot of dudes that only have Santa Claus hours once a year for jobs. We definitely know that. That's a whole underground community. They're like that other group we were talking about.
Did you ever play Santa Claus at a mall?
Heck no, bro.
I know somebody played the Easter Bunny.
No. And
He
no.
said it was the worst fucking job of his life.
No. Why would you want every toothless, smelly, peed on yourself kid?
He's like, dude, you get stuck in that suit, and that suit would be like 9,000 degrees.
And you could smell the urine from last year on it.
Yeah.
Bro, that's not coming out.
Oh, no.
And you think that the mall's buying you a new costume every year?
He said the worst part was if you were hungover and you had to get in that costume, and you're just sweating booze out inside that thing.
No, that is...
worst job ever. You say, the kids would pee on him. You said it was terrible.
No, dude.
Hey, I mean,
they get scared and they just freak out, or they're just...
Dude, well, I used to, when I was a kid, I'd see Santa Claus at the mall. I'd be worried, like, hey, bro, why are you kicking it here? Why aren't you at the North Pole handling business? Like, you got 2 days to get back.
Makes no sense that you're just chilling.
Yeah, to get back and get my toys ready.
Right. No, again...
Did Santa Claus always bring you the stuff you wanted?
Oh, my.
Did you ever write him a letter?
There's too many people that we know listening to this podcast now, so we just can't get into that.
All right.
My mom might be listening.
Did you ever write him a letter?
Heck no.
Why not?
Yeah. Listen, man. Tyler, I don't know, came out of the womb and was like, hey, I'm 30. What's up?
Oh, it was like
There's no Santa Claus, my man. Not for me.
Dude, don't even talk to me anymore.
Well,
you know what? I can't even deal. I can't even deal.
It's not my fault. We don't have Santa Claus in Beverly Hills. We got diamonds.
Oh, yeah.
We got diamonds are forever. We've got elves.
You got elves, but no Santa Claus?
And we've got, no Santa Claus. Just the pretty elves, not those short ones with the ugly toe box shoes.
Pilgrim shoes?
Yeah, we've got the other elves, like from the Bright movie, wannabe mofos that think they're Legolas's long-lost cousin, about to raid Lord of the Rings and bring themselves some Mordor lunch. Get the hell out of here. You ever seen a bigger group of people you want to talk about Santa Claus believers? The West Coast is full of them.
Oh, yeah.
Not Santa Claus, but something.
I once seen a Santa Claus out there, but I realized he wasn't the real one.
Why?
He had gold paint around his lips.
Ooh.
And I was pretty sure the real Santa Claus don't huff no paint.
Dangerous. Dangerous. That's the outsource work, man. Those
are the subcontractors.
That's the subcontractor, dude.
So this is an HR issue.
It very well could be.
Like, they need to tighten up. Like, you just can't be bringing in paint huffers.
I mean, they do allow a lot of criminals to fill those jobs in.
Trading Places is another Christmas movie.
Trading Places. Yeah, we talked about this one. Which one was that one? Oh, the Eddie Murphy one again.
Yeah, that's the Eddie Murphy one.
That is a good one. Is Coming to America a Christmas movie?
Oh, I guess it could be because it's around that time period, right?
Is it?
It's in the winter.
I was joking. I just was wondering because it's funny.
Yeah.
I guess there could be any amount of number of movies could be Christmas movies.
If you could have the perfect Christmas, Would it snow?
What?
Is Christmas without snow?
Well, I've got like 19 Christmases with no snow, so I would assume so.
You know, I spent
Still
a
happens.
Christmas or two without snow, and it was disappointing.
I mean, you're going to spend this Christmas without snow.
Christmas, I mean, palm trees with Christmas lights is not the same.
Well, that you got to tell Busey that. I'm not telling him. Next time he's over, you tell him, say, Busey, fuck you. Or F you, sorry.
I'm not telling Gary Busey anything.
You tell him. Be like, your palm trees and lights don't count, my guy. Just because you beat up the guy who made the Jesus movie doesn't mean your palm trees and lights will count.
Nope.
Right. So
Nope.
you're going to tell him, though.
No.
Would you go Christmas
I will
caroling in
outsource
front
that.
of Busey's house?
That would be entertaining.
Would you do that?
I might.
Dude, you would. Why do you say you might? You do it. You would do it. Somebody find. Listen, House of Wills. Ask old Satan worshiper if he can get us a plug to Gary Busey's house. Okay? I'm going to need. I love our fans, all of you, especially the working ones. But let's tone it back a bit. Let's take Satanism out and replace it with Busey.
Gary Busey.
Busey's safe.
And Santa Claus.
Maybe Steven Seagal, but somebody's going to have to be the Ookie, not me.
Could you see Steven Seagal playing Santa Claus at a mall?
Could you see? No. God, no. Could you? No, not even a little bit.
Give me your imitation
He would
of
just-
Steven Seagal as a mall Santa Claus. Give me your imitation.
He wouldn't.
No, let's just, come on, play along.
He'd be like,
What would he say to the kids?
what do you want for Christmas? No, you don't want that. I'm going to send you a bokin, and you'll beat him when you meet the squirrels on the road. Like, I don't know what the heck he would say. He wouldn't say anything.
What if you think
He would
do you
never
think-
take the role because he'd be like, Santa Claus doesn't fight, and I must fight.
What if it was him being Santa Claus and he stops a terror attack at the mall?
He would take his costume off.
Oh,
He wouldn't wear the hat.
He wouldn't fight in
He wouldn't
the
wear the
Santa
hat.
Claus outfit.
Name one movie where he's worn a hat.
Oh,
Name one. You can't.
I can't.
He had that ball cap backwards, but it was an Oakley ball cap
Oh yeah, and he was wearing sunglasses and he sat in a chair for the whole movie.
the whole movie.
The whole movie.
Oakley
Oh, he
probably
did walk up and down the stairs twice.
Oakley probably paid him to wear that hat.
Oh, you know they did.
Right.
You know they did.
Do you think there's a queue somewhere where like high tier companies you get to pick? They're like, oh, Steven Seagal's doing a movie, only $5,000 to put sunglasses on him for 3 minutes. Here's the catch. The 3 minutes is the whole 3 minutes he's in the movie. So guess what? We've got Steven Seagal 110% on board.
We
Oakley.
won. We won.
Right.
What how about this? What actor would make a good mall Santa Claus?
That's a good question.
If you had your lineup of
Does
Santa
he have
Claus,
to fight? Does he have to fight?
no fighting. You had an actor as Santa Claus, and he had elves on either side.
Oh, he's just a regular. Regular Santa Claus.
yeah.
Regular Santa Claus.
Or we'll change it. We'll do a remake of A Christmas Story. And what actor would you have play the elf at the top of the slide where he's like, "Let go, kid, ho ho ho"?
I've never seen the movie.
Oh my God! Well, we're gonna change that this season.
Yeah, maybe. No,
We're gonna
nope,
change that.
we
It's a
can't do that.
classic. It's a classic. You got to watch it.
It'll be more classic if we never watch it. It'll be so dang classic that we won't even touch it.
I can't be pardoned to that.
We're just like, hey, the movie's so good, we didn't even watch it. And I'm still here to talk about it and tell you what a great movie it is and how great the lampshades thing is and the BB guns and the Christmas lights and some other stuff.
All right.
Apparently a Santa Claus was there. So I think we got the whole gist of the story there.
All right.
Listen.
Who was the guy with the cleft lip who was in Gladiator?
Yeah, that's your favorite actor, Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have him grow his beard back out when he was the fake rapper.
And
we'll dye it white and we'll have him play
Ew.
Santa Claus at the mall.
his face will make him look like an angry Krampus. That's all he'll look like.
So Joaquin Phoenix is out on Santa
He's
Claus.
out. His face looks like an angry Krampus. Who's in love with Joaquin Phoenix? That's what I want to know. By the way, while we're speaking of boyishly good-looking men, we've had more requests for Tommy Skelly to be back on the podcast. It's very odd. I'm starting to wonder if not it's just Ponyboy that writes into the show under the guise of these ladies' names asking for Tommy Skelly.
I wouldn't put it past him.
I mean, maybe that's what he did with our money. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you paying hookers to write us to ask for Tommy Skelly?
I don't think he's paying anybody. I think he's doing it himself.
And pocketing the money?
That
makes no sense. Well, that means we have to find out the next scheme that he's going to do with the money, because if he still has the money, it means he hasn't finished scheming.
Oh.
It's true. Of course, he could have been wasted on hot cocoa. We'll never know. We never can tell. We need to find that guy a GPS ankle bracelet.
That's right.
Next time that boy's in town,
arrest bracelet.
Yeah, next time he's in town, you hold him down. I'll tag him with one of those little government GPS bird tags. That way, when he flies all over looking for our beach treasures,
we know exactly where he's at.
Yeah,
exactly where he's at. Interesting.
Yeah, with the tag.
If you had to put a modern spin on the holiday, what would you make the Christmas theme song be?
Wait, a modern spin? Why would it be modern? Like, what are we
update Christmas for me?
Update Christmas?
Yeah, are we to stick with Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Updated Christmas songs are going to be ones where kids talk about how they actually got to hang out with someone and not see them on a cell phone.
Oh.
We've already talked about this in multiple different areas. Here, this is my question. Since we want to play the Christmas game, here's my question. If consumption and buying and buying and buying leads to whatever, how do we continue to support all the deals they put out on Christmas? Because it's kind of backwards. It's healthy because it's supposed to be Christmas, but we're making it unhealthy by injecting meth shopping into it.
Who's meth shopping at Christmas?
Everybody. Everybody's like, I got to buy everything at Christmas because everything's on deals.
Oh, no, not buying meth, but buying like their meth heads.
Right. I just got the Big Daddy Bang and we're going to go waste it all. I just feel like it's weird. It's like backwards.
Was there anything you ever wanted that you never got by Santa Claus?
Of course.
What?
We shouldn't say it on the podcast.
What was the thing as a kid that you wanted that you didn't get?
An HK MP5, fully automatic.
So 7-year-old Tyler wanted a fully automatic HK MP5.
Everybody saw Die Hard.
All right.
Nobody didn't want that weapon. Nobody. There was nothing else. I got everything else. Thanks, Mom.
There was a robot.
A robot?
When I was a kid, yeah. Yeah, it's a vintage one. It was all white and had like big bug eyes and had a tray on the front of it and it had like a remote controller.
The red one? The one with the bug red eyes and the little antenna ears?
Mm-hmm.
Like the
classic.
It
was all white. It was all white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The classic, like that's like the original. Every robot after that's designed looking like that robot.
That's what I wanted. And Santa Claus didn't bring it to me.
I can take you to the corner store. We can get one of those right now. This is the Oscar Mayer Wiener whistle all over again, isn't it? We're going to solve so many problems. Joe Skelly's just not coming back. He's going to be like, I've moved on now that I've solved these problems.
I was really depressed.
I have an Oscar Mayer Wiener and a white robot.
I was good all year long.
No, you weren't. You got the chancla for sure. Don't lie to our... Who are you lying to?
I want our listeners to write in and tell us the things that they didn't get when they were kids. Seriously, write into us. Tell us what you didn't get. And maybe, just maybe, if you wish hard enough, there'll be a Christmas miracle.
You have got to quit asking things of these people. You are treading on dangerous... Listen, people ask what I do here. My biggest thing is liability.
Oh, is that it?
I'm in liabilities.
Oh, you're in liabilities.
What's that office? There's a whole office for us. It's just people who tell Joe Skelly not to do this because it's bad and dangerous for the show. That's our job. And since the Arthurs have showed up, you got people trying to send us to hell and back.
Oh, not
and evil Pop-Tarts who want us to go find fucking Ghost Blow. I think that liability says no asking anyone what they wanted for Christmas, adults or childlike.
So the liability office is shutting me down.
Liability's calling it.
All right.
They're like, hey, listen, we don't want to know about your... Never mind. There's so many things to say right here that are adult. Again, I'm not sure if there's children listening in anymore. So, I'm not sure.
Not sure.
We got to check with lawyers. We'll just have them check. This whole segment might get cut.
I'm going to come back with mergers and acquisition. Mergers and acquisitions is going to have a meeting with liabilities.
Oh my. Then just bring in marketing to fluff it up.
Yeah, we're
like, why are these guys here? Well, we wanted to order more salads, and they only sell them by the dozen. No.
Marketing's going to help us.
Oh no. Listen.
Also, what is your favorite Christmas movies? Yeah.
We just went over all of them.
No. They should write us and tell us.
Oh, good. I was like, are we going to talk about that again? I thought we just talked about that.
No.
How much have I had to drink today? What was that eggnog laced with?
Yeah, I can't tell you that.
Listen. Dang it. I was just going to ask you. What? Does she do a dance if you look sideways? So, the gift you didn't want, what was the greatest Christmas gift you ever got, though?
Oh. That's a tough question.
Like you just...
Were you ever, I got Tiddlywinks one year.
What is that?
Tiddlywinks.
Tiddlywinks.
Yeah.
Is that a toy?
Yeah, it's a game.
Okay.
That was kind of disappointing.
The game was disappointing, or was it disappointing that you got it?
The game was disappointing.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. You don't know until you have it, right?
Right. I was like, oh, this is so much fun.
Have you ever did you ever just cry about something the whole year?
I got moon boots one year.
Moon boots, like Napoleon Dynamite moon boots?
Yeah.
Is that what you asked for?
Those things were amazing till they got wet.
Yeah.
Then they turned into 2 giant sponges that froze my feet.
Oh.
And so my mother's answer was, stick your feet in bread bags.
Well, did you ask for the moon boots?
No.
Oh.
I did not, but I got moon boots because I was talking
good.
about how sweet they were.
Moon boots.
Because I thought having moon boots would bring me one step closer to being an astronaut.
Well, listen, when you're in college, we have dreams and goals, okay? And
I was disappointed when my mom stuck my feet in bread bags and then slipped the moon boots on, which made it super slippery on the inside.
Oh, dude, I thought she meant put the bag on the outside. Why would you put the bag on the inside of the boot? Now you're not protecting the boot.
To keep your feet dry.
No. I would have just put the bags on
my feet. The problem
was carried the boots.
Your feet would get sweaty.
Yeah.
And all that sweat would just collect
at the bottom.
Yeah.
Then you pull it out. Freeze anyway. Then you pull it out and you're like, where'd this goldfish come from? Yeah. What a mess.
Total mess.
I never had to fight those ecosystems when I was a kid, thank goodness. This sounds terrible.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You were on the West Coast.
That sounds terrible. 65 and sunny all day long.
Yeah.
Vans 24/7.
So you never built snow forts?
No.
Never had ice ball fights?
I used to play in a junkyard. I built a lot of forts out of a lot of junk from other people. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, ice ball fights. You'd build a snow fort. You'd have a fight with some other kids in a snow fort.
We threw rats at a kid once.
You'd make
big sewer
snowballs
rats.
And turn them into ice and pack them full of rocks and then just whip them at each other.
No.
Never
but those rats were like the size of my forearm, so that was big.
You're just swinging them. How did you never get like a disease from the rats?
Those ones were dead already. You can't throw the live ones.
Oh,
you can't even catch the live ones, bro. You just find boxes of them
so
everywhere.
You were throwing dead rats.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story.
Oh, is it about dead rats?
No, it's close. One time when I was in high school, during lunch, everybody was outdoors. Somebody found a giant dead pigeon.
Perfect.
And they stuck it in this girl's backpack and zipped it up.
Oh.
After lunch, the poor girl went to class.
Oh, no.
Unzipped the bag.
Screaming.
Giant dead pigeon falls out. And you could hear that poor girl screaming throughout the entire high school.
Epic.
Yeah.
Where'd you get a dead pigeon from?
It was outside the high school. And
Perfect.
It looked like a hawk. That's how big this fucking thing was. It was massive.
What'd you do? Cover it with your jacket and haul it through the cafeteria?
No. She was outside too.
Oh, much easier for you.
Much easier. Listen, I was not part of this plan.
Right.
I just witnessed it.
Yeah.
I just witnessed it.
You just found the bird?
Nope.
Provided the bird. Here's the bird. Okay, speaking of weird dead birds coming out of things, apparently there's a trend now on TikTok where you catch a squirrel and then let it loose in your car while you're sitting in the car.
Why the fuck would anybody do that?
I don't know, but I saw one guy, I don't know if it's a real trend, but I saw a guy doing it, and on the bottom where all the tags are, it said like hashtag TikTok trend, hashtag TikTok, blah, blah. And he had this cage, and it was a trap, like a trapper's little cage. He opened it and waited and then just kind of banged on it until the squirrel jumped out at the camera and then was running. Dude, it was crazy.
Did it rip up his car?
Yeah, it pretty much looked like it was. Like, it looked like the movie where he was appearing and disappearing at very fast speeds. Like, I've never seen a squirrel in a small space that was just stressed to the bone. That was like, let me turn my Apex Predator, like, G-Force extra Nas can on.
Yeah, and that's what it turned into.
Yeah. Like, my man's was lucky he didn't lose an eye. And just so we're very clear, the bottom and the tags.
I do not support this.
Yeah. No, we do not support this, first of all. And then second of all, at the bottom of the tag, it said hashtag redneck something. So I'm assuming
that's
is
pretty
a
derogatory.
Carhartt thing. I don't know. But I'm just saying out there, if you live in Beverly Hills, maybe don't grab the squirrel off the palm tree, because that might be a cracked squirrel.
Trees?
Bro, we don't have squirrels in Beverly Hills. I'm just kidding. There's no squirrels there. They killed them all and the bums ate them. There haven't been squirrels there since 97. I haven't seen a rodent except for those rats, but they were already dead.
They were already dead.
Right. So, no, I'm genuinely serious too. I've seen some possums, but no squirrels.
Interesting.
Yeah. Maybe at a park, but who the hell goes to a park? When you live by the beach, you go to the beach.
Right.
You don't go to the park.
I thought you guys didn't have parks because you concreted over everything.
They did.
Ah.
They actually put a park where I used to live in the ghetto. It's now, they concreted over the apartment building, and now it's a park too. So my old bedroom is a parking lot.
Oh.
Which is perfect because, it's much safer now than it was.
Then it was.
Yeah, I mean, all those bars on the windows and such. It's mind-blowing. The park's safer now, bigger thing. It's very nice.
It's a lot more room to play hopscotch.
Listen, it was, yeah. I'm being dead serious. I looked it up the other day, like maybe last month.
You Google Earthed it?
Yeah.
And it's a parking lot.
Yeah. And it was really cool because I was like...
is a parking lot... Oh, it's a park because the first word in parking lot is park.
Oh, yeah. No, and
I see what you did there.
No, and they literally put a new park right there. Like just a new park right where we were. Yeah.
What does your park consist of? Does it have grass?
Yeah. Yep. Patches.
Does it have a tree?
Yep. I think it has.
Is it a real tree or a palm tree?
No, it's probably a palm tree.
Because palm trees are fake. They're not real.
How?
Just like birds.
Here's my thing, and I'm going to say this in the not weirdest way possible, and just somebody make sense of this to me. I saw this weird meme the other day. Okay, and I'm pointing this out for the next part, but I saw a meme. It was a little bit racist and weird, but it said something along the lines of, have you ever seen your type of neighbor bringing groceries? And I was like, oh, interesting and peculiar, because mostly, no, I haven't. But the second thing is how come you never see a baby palm tree in California? That's my question. I just thought about it now.
You ever seen a baby pigeon?
No.
Right. Because birds aren't real.
Get off the mic. We're done with this. Is this our Christmas episode? Are we still in Christmas?
I guess.
This is messed up.
All right.
Listen, sing them a Christmas song.
I can't right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm sick.
Well. Dude, all right, enough with these weird things. You're going to piss the Arthurs off. We got to go. We hope you all have a Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Christmas.
Happy...
all the other ones.
Festivus. Happy Columbus Day.
No, that's not part of this season.
That's not Christmas?
Nope.
I can't tell anymore. Everything's part of everything. So happy holidays.
Happy shopping.
Happy Black Fridays. That already happened.
Yep.
Yeah, that already happened. I don't know, man. Be safe.
Be responsible.
Be jolly. Don't drink while you're driving.
Roast some chestnuts over an open fire.
You got to join our organization, Dads Against Something. I don't remember what it's called.
Go Christmas caroling.
Go Christmas caroling. If you send us a video of you Christmas caroling holding a sign that says Bays Boys Podcast, we will in return send you one of our secret shop t-shirts. Yes, it's a secret shop. No, we're not going to tell you how to get there. We don't really want to sell you anything. Have a wonderful Christmas. We love all of you. Shout out to all of our diehard listeners.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Write us a 5-star review.
Tell your friends and family. We hope you guys have a good holiday. And
we'll see you soon.
3097 seconds of Christmas.
Somebody let me out of this basement!